All right, folks, welcome back to the ADL Season 2, Week 4, first series of the night. It's the second game of the said series, Osiris Gaming versus Sneaky Nick's Assassins. Thanks so much for joining us, guys, here on twitch.tv/American Dota League. My name is Mont, barely surviving, but with me to bring it home for this series is going to be Kyle Guy. How you doing, man?
Well, a lot better than you apparently, Mont, but it's okay, because we're going to try to chip in and lighten the mood with some good quality Dota. Sneaky Nick's Assassins put on a serious beating to Osiris Gaming, so we'll see if they can pull it back together with the super stand-in Ryu Boris and even things up. But it's going to be hard because now Sneaky Nick's Assassins moving on to a 7-0 record here in the ADL. Quite impressive.
It's really good, honestly. They've been playing, I wouldn't say flawlessly, but pretty close to flawlessly in these matchups. Obviously, this is just the start, and if they continue to play like this going into the qualifiers for TI4, they certainly have that shot at getting to Seattle one way or another. So I'd say, honestly, right now, their play has been impressive, to say the very least. So their draft to start things off, Centaur Warrunner, well, he's not going to be available, and no surprise there with that band, and I guess they'll go for the Invoker, and even though Ryu had almost, I guess, no impact that game, they just don't want to have to deal with it nonetheless, and that's surprising that they banned that out, but they can grab the Ember Spirit if that gets available, or even a Naga Siren. I would prefer to not see a Naga Siren in this game, but that's just me. Thank you, Osiris. You benevolent people, you.
I feel like that was a smart ban to make because I was going to say they're probably going to be looking for a Naga Siren. It is in their top 4 picks right now with Naga. They, out of 8 matches in 6.8, they are down the middle 4-4, but it is something they do go to. Now, not in that top 4 is Ember Spirit, but they do obviously snag him up as both teams have let him through the banning phase. So now we get to move on to our typical, top off-lane availability, whether it be the Bat Rider, but also maybe a Dazzle or, something else that seems to be getting a little stale as of late. But we all have to remember this is 6.81. We might also see some teams experiment with some of these new up-and-coming heroes that have some more recent buffs. Who knows?
I think, honestly, it's pretty likely that we'll see. I mean, we saw Coke at the last game, so you have to imagine that maybe we'll see something along those lines this game, but the thing is, they picked up the Ember Spirit first, and I really don't know how significant that Sleight of Fist change is. I mean, it's a decent bit of damage going just away, kind of vanishing in thin air, essentially. So, Sneaky Nick's Assassin will have to make up that damage somewhere else. Bat Rider getting the change to his lasso, and of course, the mana cost has been increased, but still very strong. And Guanzo in the offlane Bat is absolutely disgustingly good, and we've seen him take over games before, and we'll see him maybe do it again if he plays it up. But he did play the carry last time. They'll pick up the Mirana for Osiris Gaming, so Osiris' run this year was so damn off, and it's no surprise they pick it up this time.
My sweet and beautiful, resplendent queen, I tip my fedora at you, and I'm sure Osiris and their many fedora glory love the Mirana as well. 11 games with said Mirana, 6-5 record, so, but they do admire this luxurious madame, milady.
She is quite glorious and beautiful, and she did have a lot of arrows in that last game, but that was obviously just not playing it, really just getting set up coming out from a Shadow Demon, which, by the way, is banned. The Sneaky Nick's Assassin, they'll go for the Treant Protector, and Living Armor is actually pretty good, and not only that, but guess what? Leech Seed's even better, I think, coming out, and that's a lot of damage to deal with. The big right clicks from the heavy man himself might be too much for Osiris Gaming to handle early on in this one, but we're going to make our way through the draft here. The last ban for this phase is finally going to be completed. Dazzle's not going to get through this time, so a lot of supports that we've seen get played, well, at least a couple, they're not getting the love this time around, as they will get banned out.
Yeah, supports are also not getting too much love, especially coming out from Sneaky Nick's Assassins. They see the Mirana pickup, and they're immediately like, you know what? Screw this shit. No Shadow Demon and no Bane. We don't want that dumb laning shit that we just did on you, all right? So we're not going to deal with that, so Osiris will not have the option of doing that typical peanut butter and jelly style combo. Instead, they take the opportunity to grab up a Sand King, which we've already praised in the previous draft. A hero that can get a lot of things done, can be very aggressive, great team fight, great mobility, and obviously a little bit of jungle power to build up the farm and get that Blink Dagger. So there it is. But also, Sneaky Nick's Assassins not giving a lot of information, going their standard, more cookie cutter Ember Spirit lineup, grabbing the tree, the typical PPD Goblack style, hopefully, where they kind of just really babysit out and help out the Ember Spirit with the Living Armor, and then also you'll be able to ground your opposing team and allow Ember to go into full beast mode, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and I think really making this Ember Spirit's time in the mid lane productive is very important. Getting that farm levels especially is really going to be, I think, even more important, more so now in 6.801 than in 6.80, just because of how the Sleight of Fist damage has changed. So a good item to start things off really would be really nice for the Ember Spirit. They'll have that Train Protector. Going back to the Sand King, I really did enjoy Mike playing that in the off lane. Like, he did a nice job there because it was a lane that he wasn't going to get caught out too many times in. It was a Rubik Dazzle and then obviously a Void, which Void doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. Yes, you have Time Walk, which can slow down, but Burst can get you away. Here we go, man. IX my Clockwork. Will it continue to be undefeated here? That's the question.
The big streak. He's 10-0 right now with this Clockwork, at least in big upper tier kind of games that are recorded on Dota, and of course in 6.8. There were little tweaks, I believe, to him. Bugs were kind of fixed. Heroes not easily flying out, but this guy can still get a lot of shit done, and Mike knows exactly how to use him to his full potential, so I expect nothing from the best from this man in the off lane, so we'll see if he can outperform that. And then for Osiris Gaming, they move on and grab up a Lifestealer, or did they get the Lifestealer first? They got the Lifestealer, I would assume, first before the Clockwork, correct?
They picked the Lifestealer after the Clockwork was picked, just because they knew...
After?
Yeah, I mean, they knew that the Lifestealer counters the Clockwork because, well, that's not necessarily true. It kind of goes both ways. If you lock him in the cogs and you force staff your way out, then he's stuck in there. He'll just hit it 3 times and then he'll get out. But if you're stuck in with the Lifestealer, he'll just rage up and kill you. So you could hookshot and stun him, obviously, but you need follow-up damage to secure the kill. I guess it could go either way. Nice. I love Axe. I love me some Axe, man. I love this hero. He's so good. Plus, the fact that they have living armor, it's going to be tough to bring this guy down. He'll get Tranquils, he'll probably get a Blink, and then something to keep him alive a bit longer, something maybe along the lines of a Vanguard or so. But they've got initiation potential. I like this. They'll need another support to round things out, but a solid draft for them. Maybe a bit too greedy, but still fun to watch nonetheless. And Osiris, they go for the more standard build and standard lineup, I suppose. We'll see how they finish things off with their 5th pick and 5th ban.
I definitely like the fight of the Clockwork going against the Lifestealer in this matchup. I mean, I don't know if I have any positive data to back that up, but I'm just really liking that particular matchup in general. And then, of course, Axe, big fan. We love this spicy pickup. Let's see if he can get anything done. With the help of that living armor, maybe they can linger the thought of maybe doing some lane cutting and really bringing things down. But this secondary foundation, or secondary support, I guess, would really be the key. Is if they want to go more defensive, maybe someone could bring out a little bit of heals or something to help with the laning phase with that Axe. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I've seen Axe played so many different ways in this one. I just want to see some dunks.
I think that's what everyone wants to see. Like that's what people want to see on the grand stage of TI4s. Like people just dunking at people. Like that's like, oh, how are you? It's a Jakiro. Well, look at that. Osiris Gaming to pick up the hero that has been buffed pretty significantly.
Oh yeah,
in that last patch. So Dual Breath pretty good. Liquid Fire pretty good from what I hear, and Ice Path has always been pretty solid. So I think this is interesting because now it is going to be that farming Mirana, Sand King to set up some kills, and I think this will be okay. I like it.
This is a great pickup. A lot of people were anticipating that Jakiro is going to make his way back into like platinum tier support. I mean, he got the buff works. I mean, his dual breath casting range, I believe, was increased a bit. That way people can't easily just run away from a dual breath as you're seeing it blatantly come towards your way. And also, I mean, they know they buffed him with the Agnum Scepter stuff, but that still seems like an unlikely pickup for the hero. But just that dual breath buff alone is really significant for him. And I believe also Liquid Fire got like a couple of seconds added or a cooldown reduction or something. And that ability as well, I feel, is just very, very powerful. It's heavy pushing power. It's a shame they don't have too much other pushing power to go with it. But regardless, I'm expecting him to get off some pretty significant dual breaths, hopefully in the early game.
And now you can tell what Sneaky Nyx Assassins want to do with this lineup. They pick the Venomancer, and that kind of indicates they want to be a bit more aggressive, I feel like, just because they have potential to push. They've got wards, they've got Venomous Scale as well. They've got some crippling abilities. The problem is they'll have to deal with Leap, they'll have to deal with Burrow Strike Out, they'll have to deal with Rage. I mean, this is a slippery team for Osiris Gaming, a team I think that's built to win. Whereas the draft for both teams was pretty solid last game. I did favor Sneaky Nyx Assassins this game. I don't know. I feel like I favor Osiris' draft a bit more, even though I love having an Axe. I don't know. It's really going to come down to some nice Berserker's calls, and obviously, well, getting some decent kills with that Calling Blade. So we are going to jump into the game here in just a moment, guys. I do want to say it'll probably be the last game for me here tonight because I am feeling pretty awful right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I've got a bit of a fever, and I wanted to bring you guys this series at the very least. I talked up American Dota in the studio a bit, and I felt like it would be kind of unfair to just leave after that was done. So wanted to bring you at least one series, and we are going to jump into the game finally, and I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good one, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun, good one. Definitely appreciate you toughing it out and having this bit of a model cast with me. So, appreciate it, and always here to help you out, my friend. Hopefully you'll feel better, but the game is started. We're getting underway. The good luck, have fun calls are going out, and why don't you go ahead and just lead off for your last introductions of the night?
All right, here we go for Team Sneaky Nick's Assassin. We got Snot. He'll be on the Ember Spirit this time around. Usher's going to be on the Axe. Fluff and Stuff. Going back to the old moniker, it used to be just called Fluff. We'll be on the Venomancer. Whitebeard is going to be on the Trim Protector, and then the man, the myth, the legend, the stash, Ix Mike 88. He'll be on the Clockwork, so good stuff coming out for Snot here.
And for Osiris Gaming, who have been struggling a little bit as of late, looking to try to even things up in this series, we got Classic up here at the top playing your more solo safe lane Bat Rider. He's trying to mix things up, I guess, in the laning phase. Mid lane is going to be Ryu Boris on the Mirana. He's going to try to channel his inner Sing Sing and see if he can get things done. For your off lane side, we got Guanzo sitting way far back, ready to get the block going on his life stealer. He's going to be sporting a stout shield and some fair amount of regeneration. And lingering down below on your support team, we got Z's playing your Sand King, and of course Willie's playing your Jakiro, or the Twin-Headed Dragon.
Yeah, I'm not sure which team is dodging the tri-lane here. It looks like the Radiant team was trying to, but I don't know, maybe not. They have the Axe here. This is going to be a laning Axe coming out with the Treant to help out, and well, Venomancer's going to sit mid for a bit here and maybe just try to help out Sound to make sure he doesn't get caught out of position or arrowed or what have you, but this aggressive tri-lane from Osiris is dirty. I mean, you've got Burrow Strike Initiation into Dual Breath of Ice Path into Open Wounds, and that's a lot of damage to deal with. So it really comes down to the Helix procs coming out for the Axe and making sure he can get a couple kills. Berserker's Call probably being leveled up in duration, I'd imagine. Most people don't go for that Battle Hunger max out anymore. It just costs too much mana. It's too much of an investment. So I guess I don't know. We'll see. It comes down to how both teams want to play this and who can get the most farm, I suppose, in this lane. So.
And once the lanes become more visual, Fluff immediately rejects from the mid lane for now at least, and actually is doing a bit of a stacking here in the big camp automatically, so going into his true like selfless support play, if you will. And I'm sure Whitebeard's going to be doing a lot of the same here for his buddy Axe. It's being a bit of a slow-paced, methodical bottom fight here from both teams, because they both have a bit of defensive edge, but no one just yet able to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I imagine maybe we'll see a level or two before they try to go, but I've been wrong before, and now that they pulled also, this is a bit more precarious for Fluff. They can try to bring the creep wave back, but more likely than not, they'll just try to be aggressive here with Guanzo because, I mean, he's got 1 point to open wounds. The range is very, very small, so he'll have to be right up close and personal to try to get a kill there unless he gets that Burrow Strike like I talked about. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. The thing is, they're leading in last hits by a wide margin. I mean, Usher only has 4 last hits. It's still a bit early here because, well, I mean, Guanzo's Guanzo. He'll get last hits regardless, but he's doing all right, and I don't know.
I'm also really intrigued about this top offlane kind of solo one-on-one matchup here, or the battle of the offlaners, if you will. The Bat taking on the Clockwork here. Mike, obviously, very familiar with this kind of predicament, but maybe not too familiar with just going head-on with the Bat Rider. He is leading the CS, something he can do, very, very well in the meantime. But as his Bat gets levels and gets the ability to put on some more stacks and a little more maneuverability with the Fireflight, Mike might have to be a little more careful.
I'd absolutely agree. This is a matchup that is maybe not the best for Mike, and he will have battery, so he will have flare.
Mid, they're making a jump. That happened so quick, Mott. You would have just thought it was a quick assassination job or something. Z's jumps in with a DD and quickly Burrow strikes, and it takes one quick leap coming out from Ryu, and next thing you know, Ember Spirit's gone.
Yeah, I'm talking about top. Meanwhile, they're killing people mid. Down bottom, Guanzo, though, getting caught out. The Culling Blade not there. Obviously, he's not 6. I'm at the counter. Helix going to work for Ush. He'll get Living Armored. Fluff doing work now. He's going to put some damage on. Well, the Jakiro Ice Path is going to come out, but Ush should be just fine. He was looking to make his retreat back in, but he decided against it, and now Ush is going to back off. 1-1 the score, so they get a return kill right back on a pretty important hero being the Lifestealer. They brought him down. That's really nice for him to obviously not get farmed in the meantime. So
yeah, definitely nice to have a nice little core for a core, kind of a trade-off there. Right, Boris seeing a bit of harassment here in the mid lane is He's still contesting up with Sna right here. He is leading as far as CS, though, 70-2.
Oh, the counter helix, the burrow strike in from Z's isn't enough damage. There's the counter helix again. The lead sheet, the living armor. Ush is gonna live, but Guanzo, what about him? Will he fall? It looks like he will. Whitebeard with the hammer fist getting the double kill, man. He's getting it done, and now Willie's just like, I'm GTF, I'm done. I am done now. That's it. I'm out of here, so.
And a quick props to Locarian Storm, an avid chatter here at ADL. Appreciate your support getting the ticket, and congratulations on your item drop, sir.
So professional. You just keep it like, oh God, that's why everyone loves you, man. It's just like you call out everybody, and I love it. Like,
it's just like I can't help it. I don't know if it's like it's just my eyes always happen to linger over and see the names, and I've seen some funny names. Like the one that stood out to me recently was General Butt Naked. Nice. Gets an item drop, and I'm just like, this is just great. Top line though, Ryubor is making a leap ahead. He's got to get the rune. Gets it up. It's the haste rune, bottles it up quickly for himself. Z's nearby. Maybe they make a go on the mid lane here, but I don't know if they know. A nearby fluff waits, says the Venomancer.
Yeah, he seems to know that there might be an impending gank coming through. Ziz is going to try to wrap around. It's not as like I see it coming from a mile away. I'm going to back off. I'm going to stay alive and make sure everything goes well. He's not sitting on that high of a CS right now. I mean, he's got only I guess a Quelling Blade Stout Shield and while he's growing his bottle, so we could be in here for a long one right now, and I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it really depends on the aggression that Osiris throw out here in the mid game, because they have that lifestealer, somebody that's not going to be all that great late game, but mid game can certainly start really getting things going. But yeah, I don't know. Right. It's a little early to tell right now. I feel like if Snow had more farm, he'd be okay, but we'll see.
Nope, agree 100%. This is one of those games where there might be a tift here and there early in the run, but generally a lot of these heroes are not going to really come online till level 6. That's when we're going to probably see a lot of fireworks, but all in all, this game might get a little girthy there, Mon. These heroes might want to build in a little bit of extra items. You know, the Ember Spirit, maybe he wants to get a couple of Battle Furies and a Daedalus going before he really comes online. We'll see. Top lane, though, Mike, Battery Assault early, goes on Z's, but Z's go with the Sandstorm. It's not taking on him just yet. I don't know if this is bad luck. There we go. The baby nipples fall out, bounce him aside, and Z's will actually take the low road. But Mike is in a bit of the wrong neighborhood here. Let's see if Z's try to pincher him off. He has no more mana to work with, so they're going to try to man up.
Flare,
wide and
flare,
Mike! Yeah.
He's stealing your
I'm going to tickle you a bit with my mustache. I'm running up the hill. Arrow, ooh, will be able to sidestep that one. Just didn't get up early enough. The nipples go out once more and quickly bashes him back.
So these are the cogs that are officially sponsored by...
Sponsored by you.
By Montnips, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can I also just say that the best adjective to use for a game in its length is definitely girthy. I'm a big fan now. You've converted me, so...
I'm expecting you to take that one with you to the NA hub. And
they'll
really
like, look at me and they'll be like, did you just say that on stream? Then again, they've said worse things. They've done worse things. I don't know if you caught the end of it in the studio today, but, well, I mean, we'll talk about that in a bit. There's some action happening. This is getting caught out. He got Syrian chained, and he'll make his way back to the mid lane. And a lot of actually action happening in that mid lane. They've rotated Classic down bottom. Musical lanes will continue to go back and forth. We go here and there, everywhere. Whatever lane you want to be a part of, you can certainly be there, because guess what? It's open, it's free. It's a party all over the place for both sides.
Yeah, definitely a big block party happening all over the lanes. Everyone now making the long run back to base, potentially, though, more for Osiris Gaming. And Mike, after his bit of a side attempt, he gets a quick pick off and makes the long rotation round. Now resides in his home once again in the off lane. He's second as far as CS. A clockwork in the off lane, second in CS at 7 minutes in. I'm pretty impressed. You know, color me impressed. Is what is he going to invest in this gold? He's got a phase boots. He's got nearly 800. Is he going to go with some sort of like early 4-staff so he can really isolate? In the meantime, though, he's going to get caught out with, he's getting hit. Starstorm, nice living armor coming out from the tree. Absolute son of a bitch. Just all over the place with that.
I think he needs some mana regen, whether that's from a bottle or from a blade mail, which won't give you regen, but it'll give you more mana to work with. Then I'd say one of those items probably, and maybe even a 4-staff, which is another item that could work very well if he wants to go for that early on. I mean, against the lifesteal, it makes more sense to maybe go for the 4-staff first and foremost, but it depends on what Mike wants. He's got a lot of options. He's gonna get open wounded again. The cog's gonna come out, nicely done, making sure Guanzo cannot get in there, and Mike will barely survive. He'll stick up if necessary. Guanzo's getting kind of low. He's rage and, well, open wounds. Not enough mana for it there. On the other side of things, Classic is farming away the jungle right now, doing this kind of hopping and skipping and jumping with his Firefly, just to try to get some jungle stacks. The Leech Seed is going to go. Classic's going to get zoned out here. Wow, they really want this kill. The Fire Remnant's going to come through as well. The Searing Chains. Classic might die. Arrow, they avoid it narrowly. Lasso now up on Whitebeard. The Fire Remnant coming through. Not enough damage. The Moonlight Shadow, it keeps him alive. Sna getting chased down. He's got the living armor. He'll back away. What about Whitebeard? Well, he might get burrowed here. Oh, yeah. Whitebeard may be in some trouble. They would try to turn a kill. Unfortunately, they're going to lose one instead, it looks like. I don't know. Whitebeard will buy his Sentry Wars before his death, his untimely demise, but I don't see him getting out of here. He'll get hit up with the arrow. Nice angle, Ryu, with that shot there, my friend. Well played, but good stuff.
It looked like a really promising start there for Sna to make the jump across the river to make something happen. And even though they did nerf Ember Spirit a bit, he still has all those tools that make him so good. All about that mobility, all about those spirits going to town. And then, of course, Fist is still just very, very powerful. So now he's holding strong here mid lane with the DD, you know. Uh-oh.
No,
Bottom. Classic.
I thought they were going to kill him, but Ush already...
Scouting out, yeah.
Ush actually had a Blink Dagger. He just jumped in with his Blink to try to get a kill. Now getting chased down bottom. Ree's looking to try to kill Fluff. He'll try to juke this. Oh, just missed the arrow. No, he ward blocked himself. No, Fluff, why? He was trying to get in here and then block it out, but he didn't even get in, and then he blocked himself from getting into this little area, so... Next level Fluff, please. Oh, Ush going in hard, but he realizes there's a lot of heroes here. Counter Helix, the stun's gonna go. No, Ush, don't try to counter or Culling Blade that. That is not what you want to do. He will fall.
Oh, chains temporary and classic. One at a time we go here for Sneaky Nyx Assassin. Sna has to be careful. Will eventually pull back, but yeah, I'm not too sure what Ush was thinking. Beating his chest, running in, trying to be a man, but it ended up stubbing his toe, falling on his face, and got ripped apart unmercifully. And now they even things up 4-4. 10 minutes into this game, we look at the gold graph. Right back at even. Wasn't too significant actually though. Maybe only 1k in favor for Sneaky Nyx Assassins. But regardless, Osiris happy to keep the momentum in their favor, or at least in the middle for now.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, what a burrow away. Ush just jumped in, used that Berserker's Call as well. Couldn't get anything done, but down bottom, I think he only thought there was one person there, and he's like, yeah, it's not even going to be a problem. Just jump in, Berserker's Call, be fine, get the kill on Mirana. But then he's like, oh, there's a lot of people here. Oh, Sna with the Fire Remnant. Now the Berserker's Call. Ryu is going to get called here in a second. No!
Oh!
Ush, man, no.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, well, maybe they'll get Ziz. Do they have protection? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but...
It's okay, I got that one at least, guys. I got it.
Secured. Not even a problem. Mike, though, getting caught out, hook-shotting right into Guanza to try to keep him away, but he'll fall nonetheless. That was a bad engagement. The Moonlight Shadow actually helping out a lot there. They didn't really have detection for Mike to scout things out, and he runs right into a, I guess, duo of really just bad things, I suppose.
Surprisingly, things still even up, though, for how sloppy some of these plays are coming out, especially for Sneaky Nyx Assassins. The Fluff accidentally blocking himself out, and just a lot of engagements coming out where they think that they have the upper hand, but they actually don't, and they're just getting careless. Rybor is scouting on Ush here. Courier will be there. Arrow will not fly on him, and he will pull back in the meantime, but he's still lingering around this jungle area. Snob will make his appearance, and this is a guy who can get around town very quickly. If he gets that Sleight of Fist up, he will quickly chains him down. Just a sentry, but they don't see it, and it looks like the bottom tower has been denied.
Yeah, that's just Z's doing work there. He's getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger, so that timing is there. I mean, it's not going to be quite at the 12-minute mark that you want to see. I mean, we're talking about a support Sand King, by the way, so... I mean, when we say 12-minute, like, Blink Dagger on a support Sand King, I still feel like that's pretty freaking exceptional. And, I mean, it'll be about 13, 14 minutes or so. Mud Golems are going to be in that camp, so we can't go for that one. This camp's already dead, and I'll have to wait till it responds. But he's not doing too poorly, this guy. He's getting his items up, and he's getting going. I just don't know. Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they're not getting as much done with this farming axe, and they really want to push the pace, but it's just not happening, I feel like.
Yeah, and you know, but at the same time for Osiris, it's not seeming too threatening just yet. I mean, Lifesteal is right up there. Axe still leading the front. For a guy who's not getting a lot done, he does lead the way as far as farm, but this is a guy who can get farm pretty much from anywhere, jungle or lane or what have you, so we kind of expect that. But Lifesteal is right there behind him and the Mirana, so Osiris and their cores, they're doing pretty good, definitely in comparison to Sneaky Nyx Assassin, so they got that going for them. Hopefully they don't let it go. They can't feed anything away too much, and if Mike gets a hand up here, he can make a jump on Lifestealer and maybe get something done.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though, to lock down on Lifestealer. It's one of the harder heroes to gank, especially with the heroes that you have on Sna's lineup. But we've talked about Blink Daggers before and how important they can be to a game, and I feel like for Osiris right now, it's not make or break, but like once they get these Blink Daggers up, which Sand King's almost got his and Batrider has his done now, and they start using these to their effect, it's going to be, I think, disgusting that they could definitely get back at this game. But like you mentioned, they needed a hand to gank down this Lifestealer, and guess what? That hand is coming in the form of 3 heroes, in fact.
Oh, they make the jump on Mike. Gets caught out with the Burrow Strike. Remnants triple flying out, but already the Sands King has been taken down, but they're going to go for Guanzo here. Locked down with the Overgrowth. Hook shot out by Mike. He's going to get Ryu Boris here in a bit of trouble. Big Starstorm. Mike getting a lot of damage. Will take him down, but will also fall himself. Making it a 3-for-1. Ush, being a man right now, trying to go 2 for 2 here with the help of Sna. Making his retreat back with the help of Living Armor. Will live temporary. Eats the Liquid Fire, so they're slowed. Jump in from back with the help of that Blink Dagger. And a few more right clicks. He will be able to get Sna, and they're also looking to make it go. Sna rips apart Chikiro and makes it 2 for 3 all day. Now Sna has to try to get out of this mess with the help of Whitebeard. Actually, they're looking to make a turn on Classic. The Batrider eating a lot of damage, but now they're going back. This is a gangbuster fight happening here as Z's now maybe looking to go on the hunt, but with the help of Nature's Guys, they can't see Sna. Whitebeard, let's see if he gets caught out here. Firefly looking to burn him down. Will Guys himself. They're getting kited around a bit for now. And Tree's going to make his escape. They don't see him. They have no detection. And now Mike finally comes back. And it looks like we will get them to pull back in the meantime.
What a fight, man. That was very long-winded. There's a buyback coming in from the Sand King. He didn't even get to use his Epicenter, I don't believe. And he didn't even have enough mana for it. Plus going down and having to buy back his Blink Dagger. Guess what? Not even close anymore. That's like so bad for him. That is maybe the worst thing to happen. Really good counter initiation coming in from some of these heroes like Mike. Well, honestly, Axe coming and getting those counter helix procs are pretty freaking great. So Ush getting so much damage going through. They got a couple of kills. They got Guanzo, which is a big pickup. They get some more farm for this Axe now, and they'll work down on mid here. Moonlight Shadow's going to go. There's going to be the Firefly. Arrow flies and Fluff. He is done. Not much you can do about that, unfortunately, will fall. So
yeah, I think Fluff was just kind of tempting death right there, just being a little too far out from the rest of his team, lingering forward without too much proper vision to see Osiris make the move towards him, so he does unfortunately feed himself over. It's a little bit of a giveaway, nothing too significant here. Osiris are still sitting pretty for now, but I'm more eager to just get some more plays happening now. It looks like we're going to go back to a usual farm rotation in the meantime. As far as CS goes, though, Axe still leading the front, Lifestealer right behind, switching over to net worth. Axe is also the king of that, nearly 6k for himself.
Yeah, it's just surprising this Axe has done that well. I mean, just getting the CS essentially has been pretty crucial. He's got to go for Blade Mail as well, which is a really nice item. Maybe not up against the Lifestealer, but still good nonetheless. Now the hookshot in. Willie's getting caught way out of position. The battery assault, the dance of death, the ice path avoided narrowly. Can they get this though is the question. Well, yeah, with the Searing Chains inside of fist, they absolutely can. It's not on the high ground. That's an assassination. He says, listen, I'll clip you. My friends will take care of you. So, nice place. Now we'll rotate up top as well to maybe try to defend this tower. Classic's going to TP mid. They're going to look for a potential pick off again on Fluff. The arrow misses. They'll throw up the Poison Nova. Flame Break back. Maybe in some trouble now. They'll back away and decide to not go for it here. So,
probably the smart choice, because they should have seen nearby there was the clockwork in the tree who could have quickly turned it back and blown it right back up in their face. So, smart play by there, I believe, from Osiris, just making the step back.
It feels like even though Sneaky Nick's Assassin have maybe a worse lineup, and they're not, I guess, playing as up to par as they were in the previous game, they still have better team coordination than Osiris does right now, and that's saying a lot. Obviously, it's a little bit early to say that this game is definitely out of reach for Osiris. It just feels like they're making some mistakes. They're going to try to fight, but now here we go. Ush, Berserker's Call is going to go. Rage not going to fly, but there's going to be a nice size path. The Macro Fire's up as well. Mike, he's got Hook in about 2 seconds. The Dust is going to go. Mike looking to find a path. Is he going to go for this? Absolutely. He misses, though. He misses the shot there on Willie's. They missed the Venomous Gale as well. They're missing all of their abilities. Not that Berserker's Call, however. Wanzo getting caught out. Snow picks up Willie's in the backside. The Culling Blade about to go. Jams it in. Finally, Ush getting one of those going his way. And he does, in fact, say good day, sir. That'll be that.
It's about time for the Slam Jam. I haven't seen enough of those lately. He kind of choked it up earlier, so I'm finally happy to see him bring one home, as they also acquired the Tier 1 tower and a little bit extra gold in their pocket. So what seemed like a relatively even game, they're starting to open up for themselves. And look at this. Over off in the woods, Whitebeard being pretty sneaky, scouting out the Sand King. He's got to be careful. Z's a nearby Ush is going to blink right in and catch him out. Yep, blink. There's the call. There's the Dust. There's the seed. The Courier. Oh, actually flying forward, but that's it. Burgo's trying to get
he's
away.
dead.
Oh, Rocket and the overgrowth. Kill secured. But Sna will pick it up.
Oh, how are you? How do you do? That's
Hi,
an
arrow.
arrow. My goodness.
Yeah. There's an arrow. See you later.
Jesus Lord. That was close, but yeah,
Radiant's
I mean,
bottom tower is under attack.
the chase potential is very strong, and not only the chase potential, but the lockdown potential as well, which was
Dire's
something I was
top
talking about
tower
earlier.
is
Is like,
under
I don't know if they really have it with like Venom to scale. That's not that great, but then I'm like,
Dire's
oh wait,
top
there's
tower
overgrowth.
has
That's
fallen.
really good. Oh wait, there's shared chains. That's really good. Oh wait, there's Berserker's Call. That's really good. So, and speaking of that,
yeah.
you no,
Ooh,
come
ooh.
on, dude, every time.
Oh, to the high ground. That's a little
TV.
leap there from Ryu to get away, but Ush almost got another slam.
Down bottom. He used it a bit too early. He's been pulling the trigger. Hook shot it. Wow, long range from Mike, but it's even enough here. Their senior chains are going to go. Guanzo's got rage in about 3 seconds. The cogs to keep him alive. Can he right click him down? Guanzo's going to rage up. Now the living armor going through as well. Guanzo wants to fight. He's got infest. He'll jump into the creep, jump out as well, but that didn't really give him anything. Oh, the Berserker's Call. The searing chains going through. Can they get these kills? Absolutely. 2 dead immediately. And just such coordination coming out from Sna right now. It's fantastic to watch, and now they have 3 of the top 4 in net worth right now. It's fantastic. In fact, they have the top 3 in general. So
Yep. Generally, their veteran experience just really showing, and at times like that, while some of Osiris Gaming are just kind of running back and forth, trying to figure out where the right place for them to be is. And now Sna, they know what they want. Their bottom lane, they're going to take a tier 2, but they jump in first and will not quite catch on anyone. Chikiro nearby throws out the ice path, might be caught. Overgrowth again from Whitebeard, and a slam coming out. Ush the king on Axe right now, ripping it apart, takes the tier 2 as well, and just no mercy shown for the twin-headed dragon.
yeah, I mean, TSG's had some really good plays this game, but not really
Dire's middle tower is under
doing
attack.
as much as he might like. And there is this Blink Dagger now for the Sand King, and that's an item that they desperately need to work out for them, with the Lasso coming up for Classic as well. But will they initiate on this? Yeah, Blink Lasso, Fluff getting caught out first. Flame Guard's going to be up on Sna already. Berserker's Call is going to fly through. What can he get done? The epicenter. Is it going to be enough? 2 down immediately. Mike counter initiating. The Fire Remnant's doing work. Guanzo gets dunked. Ush has got a triple kill. That is going to be a nicely done tier 2 tower potentially, and a huge team fight going their way. I say good day, sir, and GG as well at that. Wow.
Well, nice and convenient for you, Mott, as they're going to wrap this up very quickly here. Sneaky Nyx Assassins just showing why a lot of people are thinking that this might be the team to pretty much take the top 2. I mean, maybe possibly the top 1. Who knows? I mean, they could definitely put up a fight, even against the likes of Team Liquid. So I'm definitely going to be rooting for them and seeing where they can go in the NA qualifier for the International. But tonight, they go undefeated, clean out 2-0 against Osiris Gaming.
I'm gonna give some shout outs here real quick to the people and who have a ticket who were able to get some items at the end there. There was one of them was actually named Todd Lerfondler. So nicely done there. And then the other was How Do I Glorious Snip. So big fans of those guys. And
oh my god,
great stuff there, guys. But I am at this point I feel like I'm starting to. I've been up for a while. For those of you wondering what's going on, I've had a fever for a couple of hours now, and I think I still have it. I was feeling good after a bit of time here early on in the afternoon and took a quick nap, and I was able to take, obviously a nice little bath as well, get in the studio, and then after that it kind of all went to crap. So I'm going to get out of here, and Kalagai will provide the action the rest of the way home. It's going to be, I believe, Union versus C&B. Correct me if I'm wrong, but for me, we are going to head out of here, guys. I'll turn the stream off pretty much ASAP. We'll get into this next series, and you guys can enjoy Kalagai's sweet, sensual voice. So thanks for joining us here on the ADL. My name is Mott. Follow me at twitter.com/Mott32. Follow Kalagai at twitter.com/Kalagai. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back, or at least Kala will.